Today na the 24th day of July 2023. Well, you don't say with some of the comments now say ECSL, they not pay them workman them. ECSL, the workers then say they not pay them. Well, ECSL say by the end of the week, then go pay. Whose week? Me I not sabi. Waiting, then tell we now they tell you so. By the end of the week. So if this week done they not pay, well, hopefully the other week will they come. When the election will come closer, the Bureau administration tell we say 90% of the money we then spend for election, now government spend them. Not to them pumui them. Not to them. See now government's money. Now make the government not joke with election. So now they fund the election 90%. If you be there before the election, you go, you hear me why they ask, but that money where EU and Ireland begin 2.5 million euros. Where they give. I be they ask for that money. There. Well, you know say na UNDP now then be get the basket fund where they come for can give money for the election. Then they IBAM inside UNDP then basket blind. ECOWAS no gree ib the un inside the. ECOWAS give $500,000. Now ECOWAS give for election. So what ECSL do? ECSL take comedians, CSOs, media houses them. He shape the money. He says so make then CSOs then they help for propagate the work where ECSL they do, how for vote, everything about voting, for teach the people about voting. $500,000 na ECOWAS your money dandy. So in case you the one that writes them, they read and so then voice them. Famble $500,000. It work. It work. Because that them be the help for make the people understand the process where ECSL where they say for explain PR system. Now them they take ECSL to the people. Well, election done. Now here we dey. We suicide, pulling staff them, no gladdy. No gladdy today, they no gladdy tomorrow. So what's happen now? We see a video inside, then go storm ECSL office, say then they demand the money and what's not. Well, ECSL don't speak up. If you not be pulling staff, no worry you, yeah? Let's tell you what ECSL say. The commission say, e wan let you know say, is sabi say delay dey for the payments. Not to for say they no know. The ECSL no say delay e dey for the payments. The payment so they for pay the pooling staff them. We be work on election day on the 24th of June 2023. They say not to them fall to ECSL say na due to administrative and documentary issues. Hollande. No, na UNDP. The books them for correct. But since you sabi we now, we don't use that, where the books they not the correct. But administratively, the I them for dot, the T's them for cross with UNDP. So now the problem be deal, fumble them, in case you no be know. That they be there. And not for saying a UNDP money. Now that basket who say wait first. Hollande. Oda UNDP the Konani too. Let me ask question first ba. Yes, that on we behalf, now then collect the money them. Yeah, now be the agreement standing. But who are they Konani to? Yeah? Who are they Konani to? Because not tell me say because of UNDP waiting. Not so that other UN people they will send for go buy markets for we. 30 day. 30 day. Waiting and count now, waiting and knockout, waiting and finalize $6 million. You don't know? Now be for who you tell me. Now Ministry of Health. Now me give them money. Say then they go buy, some certain things that we will need in a salon. Now anything they not guaranteed today. If they can't save well, they not can fully. But UNDP say they need forget the books they write. They're not just the issue money too. There are procedures, there are processes, things that they were supposed to do. Well, then get for forgive you because we are not used to. We can do a multically all. We're not used to. So let them be away. But let's continue. Due to waiting, administrative and documentary issues as waiting as required by UNDP. Yeah? As required. Because UNDP, they get for make sure say them books they all right. We not can care if we books right. Because waiting do where the auditor general come where they can check they say, oh, I not be get this, and I not get this, and then anti-corruption can buy and cack them chest before. Say yes, look for them. Would anybody where be to say you found one thing, well you now A, B, and C, the anti-corruption will can't tell say, well, we don't able to get everything, we don't verify. Yes, not just that we don't tell and say for next time. I didn't talk they done. But you NDP did the ticker. Hey ticker. That 90% the way government spend by ECSL. Let us ask ECSL back for the books. Let us ask ECSL for the books. Say ECSL, but dear, we want the books. For sure say, now this kind of money, in our money, and taxpayers' money. Well, for all they pay tax, if you need pay tax, no, wait, all they say our money, you know, talk that part today. And for all they pay tax. Yeah? There, are they big? Take and steady. Allow we. If you self want to begin pay tax na salon. We na our money. We get right for talker. But seriously though, We know they make we books they add up. All the problem working day with the Auditor General they able for on art now waiting. Then they consolidate the books. Then they talk to themselves. Then they talk to themselves. We are just used to doing business as usual. Now they almost he say Pulamos police station waiting. Police station 3. Now they almost did there 4. I make 5. I want the that one post you the you know man go adjust them. Man go adjust that one day. Then he say waiting. Police station almost station 7. He say that they almost work there. Then 15. Make a 20. I get 5 here now. Police station 20. I get 5 people in there. Yeah, but I give me bad name. What see me do? You tell me say you don't understand? Say I saw the game they play. Okay. But let's continue. Because we no no left-handed no more. As required by UNDP, because UNDP not agree for fund the payment of polling staff them. So the polling staff them, ECSL they say na UNDP na they agree. Say okay, no forget about them. We they pay them. Well, that means to say they still get some money for we. Who stand and be agree say, then they pay. Now before the election, now after the election, now then she say, well, like boy business one kind side. Now me then say then they pay. How then come for this payment business? Alright. ECSL say as it team up right now, as it stands, as how we all team up so, the commission don't conclude all the documentary requirements them. Una sure? Una sure? Okay. All documentary requirements and they don't submit them. They don't hand over them. They don't get to UNDP. We mean to say they don't play their own part. They don't hand over now to UNDP. But listen this part too. They say then they hope for say the payments of them polling staff there, then go do them by end of the week. Which week? What? By end of which week? Which week? Which week first? This week? Next week? Because I say by end of the week. By end of this week? Oh no. Next week? No. Which week? Because I'm not going to just write say by end of the week. Okay, we for just assume say when I mean say this week. Okay. Fambule. ECSL say by end of the week, yeah? By end of the week. The commission want for use this opportunity for tell Tinky. No, na pay first before na begin tell Tinky. Okay, for the patient. Okay. No, yeah. Una need for tell Tinky for that one day. Lamangana about say by the end of the week, it's supposed to be this week. By end of the week. So anyone will check if now this week now, well, hallelujah. If now next week, ala tanto, Eh? Even the other week now, alhamdulillah. But at end of the week, because I'm gonna say is supposed for well. Colin would say by end of the week, he said Kimbi the last week inside December. They are know each day. They don't pass this one say full day. But I never be that easy for by end of this week, Christina May, thank you for the stars. Thank you. When I don't forget say the stars do. Alright, let it go. They want for use this opportunity for tell thank you and appreciate the great work where the polling staff them been do during election day. Then say even though high level, I put the level no put high level intimidation and some side they them even threaten their own safety. They want for telling thank you. The commission also wishes to thank polling staff for waiting. He said because that patient wouldn't get what to Elfrida and Beatrice so and say the patient and the understanding while the ECSL will continue for make frantic efforts for ensure say the payment is effected very soon. ECSL not get issue it. Now this data are not agree put. Imona for let ECSL say well then go try for the payment Friday the 28th. By Friday the 28th, put a date. Even this one they say very soon. How soon is very soon? How soon is very soon? Some of we still remember this soon. Mohammed Ba, thank you for the stars. During the war, we Pakababi de Guinea. Anytime they interview him, he said they return pretty soon. And that pretty soon day, some of we will be the eager for make it come. Man, it was a long pretty soon. So this one where ECSL they tell we now. Soonest. Oh, when is soonest? Very soon. When is very soon? ECSL. Una just can't. If you be say, una pay them people there. Like una the reward safe. Mokama, thank you for the stars. Like una yeri. The only two go there. Now government where the government say 90%. The government being so ready for the election, so now you make 90% of the funding come out from government. Passway now Ukayeri say strike action they take place. Boy business one kind side. Then they tell land now for say UNDP opt for pay. UNDP get money. And for let some man no go pass me just no go collect that money. Because UNDP self get for gig, they have to be accountable no. I wanna go collect una make one basket una collect una no. Oh, they never put up a development program. The farming. And buy tractor. Yes. Gary. No, Gary don't there. Oh, no, to Gary now waiting. Kasada. No. Nakabaride gate. Una never confuse me. Yeah? Now this summer no kilek na ya. quick somaka a vest. Why the vest? Why the vest? I beg ya. So we don't done that side for ECSL and the workman them. But not today no more done. ECSL don't pull press release. Yeah? ECSL don't talk. Because it say ECSL in name it just they play. But see any corner na ECSL. Na ECSL so all this so they happen. Yeah? Na ECSL they do. If ECSL be don't do this, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do this. Okay. Let us see what the ECSL say. Mohamed Bassi, you don't understand how the election concluded 1 month ago. Parliament already don't see them. Cabinet member them don't begin be appointed, but ECSL worker there, they not pay the hate. Nah, the paperwork. You know, like the tell computer be go salon. Why you see they say what's happening? Say computer jump in name. Computer jump in name. Now make you not get salary this month. ECSL say na the paperwork I make. But look now to the most interesting one. The Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone want for tell Salon people and thank you again because they participate peacefully na the June 24th 2023 elections. I say multi-tier elections. Then go also that ECSL. ECSL say then go also like for tell the government of Salon thank you because they honor 90%. I tell ya, 90% for finance the election. Now their own responsibility than the way they honor. So now make what they say, they want and they strike, they say not to government. Now that now UNDP. Because government own 90% in order to lakrabu. You don't mix. 90% of the cost of the election, they honor them. They also want to thank you to the development partners because they contribute to the multilateral partners fund where they use for support civil society organization. Then tell you, I tell you now, just no. I tell you, oh boss, some of them become no can see me what she don't matter. No can really believe. Yeah? Log go for that side again. I will need for goodie. Development partners they know for tell and thank you because they may contribute for the multilateral partners fund where they use for support civil society organization and complementary activities like voter education and inclusion. All these activities lead to the large voter turnout where they observe across the country. Abu thank you for the stars. Now ECSL they talk, yeah? Pay attention. In line with section 164 of the Public Election Act 2022, the Electoral Commission for Salon accredited several observers' mission for making them observe the election, the June 24 election. And ECSL say the observers then they have been widely acclaimed as one of the most peaceful election wey dem hold na Africa. Period. Full stop. Na so the observers then say, according to ECSL. Yeah? Peaceful across Africa. The election. Well, for the procession, if we call Dr. Samora now ask that question, he go get different thing for see. Because sometimes the tear gas smell still, they think about them. Whilst the ECSL they wait for the final reports of various accredited observer missions, they say people are not, they call them mostly indirectly from some quarters them where they urge the ECSL for take action will not fall under the laws of Sierra Leone. In Tideri, right. How they tell ECSL for do something will not follow that the laws of Salon. Now ECSL they talk to so. The commission will consider recommendations from other observer missions that will add value to the electioneering process. So not all kind of observer they wait self then get for tiku. If you wait you get for tell you know they add value per we process that salumba. Just keep them. Just keep her. Add value to the electioneering process. The ECSL want for assure all for say then go continue for be guided by waiting by the laws and the best practice way them be done they do na salon. All such of action of the ECSL before, when a prior, during, and in this after, post the election period, after election, strictly ECSL want make me say they are guided by waiting the national statute and the local and international best practice. They're not just a cut out then begin do something. Then they check inside the books for make sure say it is according to the laws of Sierra Leone. Now so ECSL say. Okay? ECSL say they want for maintain. And they want for make you self for the listen. So make you know say the declared result of the 24th election it reflects waiting the voters they express. Yes. ECSL don't talk. They don't say oh now they tell him waiting for do. They say that result to the engi. Now waiting the voter then say. We mean to say then no cooker. They not add Maggi, they not add Tamatis, they not add Plasas. How the voter they want her? Naso then give here. ECSL also go like for inform the public that at no point in time, no point in time was the Chief Electoral Commissioner and staff of ECSL placed under duress by President Bill. Now Greg don't begin kind size so. Okay. Let they go no more. They not place them under duress so. They don't place them under duress. Waiting they do them on their own. And according to the law. Okay? President Bio not put it under the US. Neither any government official put ECSL, the bossman, and the landing boy them under the US. They said the suggested claims of that kind nature day by misinformed persons. Greg ECSL say you are misinformed. Yes. Why not paper them put her? Anyway, Greg go read them. And go read Andy. We need to go post this on Twitter, they'll tag them. Gillette by at travel. We need to, really, we need to go post this. If nobody don't tag them, they'll tag Gregogo. Yeah, couple. Greg. We need for tag let's see this. Yes, who they circle and back. No put. Well, ECSL no call him. But who that talk again? Who that be talker? Suggested claims for say President Bio or government official being put the ECSL bossman Mohamed Kone or any of his staff them under duress by misinformed people in a social media are malicious and dangerous to with democracy. ECSL they say. ECSL say then concerned about the complicity of waiting of we partners them as such harmful information can affect the peace where Salon gets. Greg. Okay. Greg Copley. ECSL say you are misinformed. You misguided. Who guide you? Who feed you the information indeed? They say everything they've been doing is according to the law. Yeah, the law of Sierra Leone. ECSL is aware of some technical challenges and capacity issues during the electioneering process. Bam. They're aware. We SFBD live. We all see them. You are aware, me are aware. This will be taken up by a review as they can always seek for strengthening the institution for make it more responsive and robust. They say not forget say for manage over 90,000 personnel. 90,000. Alright. Well, don't forget say for manage over 90,000 personnel and over 11,000 stations is demanding. Don't forget that. But ECSL are extremely proud of their staff them. They are not pay it. Anyway, extremely proud of their staff and contract workers. Contract workers. Pulling staff are contract workers. Not ECSL. Contract workers we work hard for ensure election results are credible. If you now part of the one that we work hard for make the election results credible, kudos to you. Well done. Gracias. Alright. ECSL go continue for make themselves available to all political parties, partners, and citizens. Una sure? Una sure. Right. Should any party get issues or concern, they recommend they use the appropriate and legal process. ECSL the chuka by APC. A APC that they give so in buy. In kele. Na ene ne give APC so. Say, I will make yourself available. You think to say you're not glad for certain thing them? Ah well, use the appropriate and legal process. APC say mba une use na captured judgment na indidi. Na so APC say. The ECSL is proud of its service to Sierra Leone in delivering one of the most Kole catch me. Why Kole catch me? Why? Give me your water. No. I know hot water. Give me something. Kole catch me. Cool boss for me. ECSL is proud of its service to Sierra Leone in delivering one of the most What do I come out? One of the most credible Ibandong, inclusive transparent and peaceful election since the reintroduction of the multi-party democracy na Sierra Leone. If the arena be posting, let left so. They call name. Yeah? I say if the arena be posting, but to me what you go here. They call name. But in case you just know you waiting ECSL say just now, Bodia, here I'm back. ECSL the knocking chest. Then kaka back before. Then S then call her up. For say, then proud for their service to Sierra Leone by way manner where they deliver one of the most credible, inclusive, transparent, and peaceful election since the time when they reintroduce multi-party democracy na salon. They want to tell all the partners thanking we work with them for ensure say this happen. And so ECSL say okay. Anyway, kudos to ECSL for being proud of themselves because they're able to deliver one of the most credible, inclusive, transparent, and peaceful election na salon. Even though ECSL said the international, okay, they not say international, Tripoli left. Observers not able for give them reports the hits, but they don't pat themselves in the bag. Yes. And just tap themselves, say, kudos, well done, young man. Well done. Yeah, we did fantastic. But if the other one them waiting and talk, the EU. They say lack of waiting by the tabulation process. Lack of transparency by the tabulation process. EU, how na they give yourself this kind of high score? But anyway, in two nations, they wait. We all they wait. They wait. And wait we get. Welcome on board, Alpha. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I hope I sound audibly. All right. I want to say big thank you to Mr. Usfren, and sometimes I can enjoy where the GUI analysis them. Let God continue for bless them. First of all, I think this don't be a norm na salon or with this government. Let's go back to statistics. Yeah, statistics alone employ people and for do census. Yeah, at the end of the day, guess what? The people that get for the strike, get for feds for the money, them back. Yeah, then go people and go labor out there, and at the end, for let them pay them now, no problem. It come back to the ECSL. Usman don't talk about the basket fund first of all, but not today me one go before you conduct any major activity. Yeah, na a state or a project, you guys forget what to call budget. I want to ask ECSL, wait, the budget what they make for this census, I mean for this election. The one for tell we say staff in me the inside. The one for tell say they not me take account of say they get for employ people them when then get for responsible for pay them. Now then you see sometimes sincerity na the big thing we lost nas alone. Sincerity. These people are not sincere at all. Because if they're sincere, they're not going to behave so to the young one. Then, if they're sincere, they're not going to create make the people that work for pay them don't turn wahala. Because that's how they see. Why you go to employ person when the person don't work done for pay and now pass the person there for end up for begin they go effects, therefore they go back and forth, back and forth, pay transport. Some man don't some man don't even trust that money they don't sell. It's really, really undone for we country. It's really, really now they say, you know what I see the thing on social media was like, are these people serious? Una we say Sierra Leone a sovereign state. Una we say una get right for what una want for do. Now I think say na don't know or foreign partners and have therefore pay the workman them. Like seriously. Why are you and people now let them pay the workman them? Why don't you see that? I don't know really. So honesty now we don't lose. Now where we don't see where this government they both said 90%. Now they fund this election. But wait, it's about 90% day. Stuff in order at all. But then well, it means that this now for just buy and procure things they no more. And then they run the system. The staff in landing are not today. I mean, while the staffing are a very, very important thing. Without that staff, then they go into the field. That election, they're not for the right. If you want to buy the best equipment or buy the best materials, your staffing is a key factor. People that don't go risk their life, they don't work, some man sleep in a field, not to 1 day, not to 2 days. Yet still, on a sit down, on a hold them money them, on a not for pay them. Why when they do budgeting, you not include that 1 day? Why you not bring them payments then they for you staff them, we work then days then they? Why you not bring them inside the 90% expenditure? Is it not disadvantage to the young one them? So tomorrow if you have a job day, you want the people and come out for car help for work. When they don't work for pay them, the same thing statistics. That census. People back and forth, pass through they demonstrate for the money. Something you don't work for. You don't work for something, then forget. I mean, such an experience, Danny. They tell this salon. We work for neck by then. It go take days, it take weeks, months for let them pay una. Pass una go begin cause noise, go up and down. They go tell una go to head office, come on una go to regional office. Before you don't spend the money, don't say what you for go take pay for. It's not done, really. Don't like where Mr. House friend they say, we institutions they really need to frustrate them. And the only way we institution the need for be straightened. Trust, let government pull and pack some institutions them. Let them allow them for function independently. Because when government they control so many things, are the problem in the way. How can you run a whole election, you make budgets, then you not include your staff in the inside it? You say now all the thing they call wait, like when you need to ask and Tripoli, I think not to even for this show. You always ask for that basket fund. That money they also ID almost don't go inside. What did they don't do with them? Hey, Lord, God help this nation. So what did the young one then do now? They should have left their money to government. No, then don't work, then deserve them. Not to beg government for that. So for me, I want for call and enjoy my voice to their youth, then they will work. Then deserve them pay, ECSL on a need for pay them. Not to beg them, they beg una, not to say then they go 16 party, then deserve them. Some man go work now, say, no one day sabi. Some man at school, then I they sleep. I remember when we said they work with during election. So then they go before the day. That next day, if you on a center, then I don't have to sleep. If you not get bed or you not get pussy around it, now the school or the center, now you go first side them. When you don't know for pay you the money, na problem. So me they join me voice with 10 people and they will work. Government, me not to ECSL for the call again. Government will need for pay them people here. Then deserve them. They're not a big una. Then deserve them. Now they labor. When person non labor, he need him pay. So me that I get for say we really need for structure and straighten we institution and for see progress. Or else we also we depend per government, on a government for this, na government for that. Now I make they misuse and abuse the institution there. Like when me can say so the institution there, government not for put force in themselves. Now who that qualify for the head the institution then they. Not to say government, the president, it has pleased the president for appoint this person for do this. If the person not get the qualification, they're not for put on themselves. They be by merit, somebody will deserve or somebody will get experience and waiting and call. So they ain't going for talk through to government say, look, this NAMI institution need for work effective one. But when government put you there, you're afraid for talk to the president or the government itself. Such an institution and we really need for let government pull on and let them work independently. Same thing goes to the judiciary. If they work independently, trust me, but couldn't anyone know for the happen, where they happen, not for the happen. I think that me will take 40 days Tripoli.
Thank you very much, Alpha.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to Alpha for in submission today. Yes, Umar, what you get for we, sir?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tripoli. You get me clear? I'm in a phone school. I did from Commander. Yeah. So, I just to take a page away from Alpha. This is crazy. It's so crazy that then people learn a Sierra Leone with brothers and with sisters. Oh God, it's frustrating. Completely frustrating for people like that. For the talk like say, we so delusional. We don't know which side we front and we back me. Okay. Just like what Alpha say, if you knock your chest, you and your boss knock on a chest, on a talk say 90%. We're now for 90% of this election. Okay, we are not budget for pay the people. Okay, but now the same people are now on the chastise, on the attack. But anytime we want to talk on radio or when I go on TV, they still they wait for the money. And let me tell you what, some of who are there in the diaspora, now we money them in the day. Because like me, I they donate to a lot of charities. I they donate to Wounded Warriors, I they donate to Feed the Children, I they donate to a lot of them. So all the charity they don't have to wait for get the money. The one who not talk who cost me. Now me money. Because if I not contribute to them of charity organization and they need to take the money that they forgive. Who say Syrianda? For let you eat them and talk like say you trust is strong. When you damn well know say you trust is not strong. You know this is crazy. Then people here they always talk to me like say something not right, which we blame. Now the same thing the past government do. He remove a one old mayor, remove a one old vice president, then go out of the way for explain, make all kinds of things for explain them to we. For now we believe, like say we somehow delusional or within a sort type of a universe. Then they no more getting know-how. Now they get all the way how to put things, it come out right. This is Africa. This is Africa. Even when they do the wrong, they're not saying they do the wrong. They still try to go out of the way for justify they're wrong. Then wait and then they say, well, that maybe don't talk a lot to say. Africa na communist. Africa na communist because we believe in doggy life way of doing things. Then we believe for bulldoze we way through. And now with the system, everything where they go on Africa. You know, now what thing we want now for happen. If it not happen, they need to go through. Then he can't sit down, then they sit down, they oppose Gregory. Okay, Gregory don't make the accusation. Gregory not go write paper. Gregory not write paper. He sit down in front of TV in high talker. Now you can prove him wrong. Can't tell us what he said is wrong. But you don't go hide. You don't go hide behind paper. Election, are you angry? Sabi right. Then you're right. Okay? As far as me concerned, I believe everything what Gregory say until otherwise. I believe her. Now that's happened. Then how you go talk say the election, 90% or 100%, it was. Yes, if you want to talk about the violence, hey, God help we. They not kill innocent one in that day. But they kill somebody after the election because we all watch them. We eyes are not deceive us. You know, now like one we form a great mayor, Bradley wanted, we will be get riot now. We watch something at TV, we see them. Then the police, then they tell we another thing. And the mayor say, and people that they act like say we eyes they really deceive we. Now this government try for tell we, and the police then, like say we eyes they really deceive we. We see how the law enforcement officer hold gun until now before a political party building and straight up, boom, it a shoot. Everybody see on a television. Then when I come up and they tell me something else. Like say, what will be the look in all real? Like say, we are being really deceived with. Come on. But now that's Africa. Now that's what they do to themselves. You know? Now that's what they do. No one not free. Kenya will be the talk about. Say them better, them better. Look what they do right now. The present government. Look what they put the former president through. He almost got to try for kill the former president if he kill. They go attack the boy. Take all the privilege where Imama been get. Where in Dadina they create. Now they fight for that country. Now Ruto they do right now. I'm not here they do so. Once you in a power, when you're not in a power, they talk. All kind good. Ruto be they talk all kind things. Now look at it all kind terrorize, they terrorize Uhuru. Now matter be other show so. They tell we say we don't know what to they talk about. Coupling the lie. We see how we watch how you pump tear gas pan samurai motoka, where them they come out na Makeniba, they pump tear gas, the motoka they go, you see the tear gas can't go on the motoka. Tell me if that's not an attempt of assassination. Because that tear gas in a told a spark fire. And we they play with car, engine, and gas. What about if that thing be explode? A motoka explode, it kill inside it. That's an attempt of assassination. The man inside building. Then you get you policeman and they shoot inside that building. Then you still what in them people that really feel so weak? Would have them feel so weak, Biba? Would have them feel so weak? They go just come around and say, you know what? we will not mix pan democracy. We na communists, or we they do whatever we want to do. Because then they do in Africa, they're all. So let this man not consider now. They tell me why on heart we all see him. Why you forget heavily protected army man and OSD for bring you kind of stage for read election result? Why? Why if you, let me just think, some of we knucklehead, let me just think, if you not feel say anything go wrong, you feel say this now 90%, 100% clear, been genuine. Why you forget policeman and army man guide you for come up stage? Why don't for guide you back go off stage? And you know, you see how them people can talk like so stupid. Ain't I tell me when I wrote in and just say you just read them for we. Then say this election now the most free, fair, non-violence would ever happen at Salon since the creation of democracy. Not saying then just say now that you just read for me, right? Then if now that's not the case, why then you for kind of stage for read election results with heavily armed military personnel, then guide you, kidnap near you, and get you up? Would they ever get on a situation like that where enough is a trouble? Will not tell people, but some people can feel some of we get knucklehead. If you feel say everything what then just read, what you just read for we, now they say everything was free, fair, genuine, why then you forget heavily military personnel guide you for can read results? Why then for escort you off? If this thing fear, no violence, nothing, everything was fine. Why then you for protect you that way? Party where everybody glad to say, this is so nice, it's clean and fair. Why? I'll go figure that. Thank you very much, my brother. And people are certain they just why they really? But until we get with brothers and sisters, then because of this war, where them we don't laugh behind, a lot of them because of poverty, some because of religion or tribe, or some not just ignorant. Because we get in the book with just pure ignorant. Now they make them fall for stuff like this. What minute they fall for this? No, I'm smart enough. I know better. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Omar. Yes, Ezekiel, what you get for me, sir?
Thank you so much, Triple A. Thanks to the panelists and all listeners. What thing they happen about salary issues, not a new thing. Maybe other African countries, but that's Salon Mino. So it don't take away Salon they hold up youth them and Sierra Leoneans. And sadly it happen to the lower level. When it comes to the salary, then they on the top. Then they get a clean one on time, accurately, sometimes then put to boyapana. How many times we with the area about code for teachers, for nurses? If we get any teacher we don't get in code, let them can't tell we if they been get any backlog pay. So tell we then they get in 6 months. Some of them don't work for 2 years, 3 years. They're not getting nothing. That now we only country than the government where it whole lot people them. It left buffing, nothing, nothing happened. And then they do them with happiness. And yet, now them ministries and they will come. This not the best minister. Best minister will make people that work for 2 years. It damn fool and say, you not get coded, you not get coded. Then do the same thing to nurses. And they hold them off. Like say then they're not for it. Then for some strike for fend for themselves. Can you imagine that? Where then they pay themselves apart from the mass alone, but then they continuously pay themselves, but then they hold the youth them. And most times some people then they come and say, Sierra Leone people they're lazy. Every country, almost government is almost the highest employer. So when the youths them you provide job, you say let them can't do something, then can't do them, it not even reach to average payment where NGO they pay. Yet you hold them off. See how frustrating it can be? See how the thing painful? And yet we will still get defenders. You know, the other day, somebody even they say, why we they condone people away and the thief half thing there. No, why people and they react so harshly on people away and they go take thief half thing there compared to people in government way then they loot the country. You know, I add my message. They say the reason is that when the one way they in power, way thief, it gets specific people away then they gain from that. You know, even some people are not gain, but because it just come on now their clan, then they alone are prestige to them. So if you want to talk about say a thief to them, not to thief man, you know, and people and they wait and they benefit, so to them not to thief man. But when somebody way from the street, he can't take from that you, so until you wait and take from, you know, you come on all day with the picking them and go sell on a buy small on a computer. We one lay down for sleep, that person come out of nowhere, can't take them. So as a result, where you have a thief, everybody will get the opportunity. If not daytime, all man they come, because all man know how they suffer for get them. You know, because that person where he go take from you now one person, you now person where they try your best for get her for yourself. Now you can't take her from her. The other people are waiting, they can't help you for more that person they now because they not benefit anything from them. And at the same time, then believe say if tomorrow you not get what can't take from you, now today it will go take. So as a result, then they run panel. Because this idea will not ever apply them to politicians. Because again, that politician come on at your village, it come on at your district, it come on at your tribe. So as a result, to una, it not do no harm. It take a whole lot from the country. When that effect they come to una day na the village, una day na that tribe. We all they suffer together. But because this culture don't make us so cozy for we they see and say now we own not to thief man. So as a result, we they left them free. Ladies and gentlemen, this it will continue for destroy Sierra Leone. Africa in general and so things that happen. But some African countries and they wait and don't begin change. But we again for destroy because the reality is that we corner they talk about this election are the best compared to just like Abra Umar say, you not the first person we don't read the election, you are so heavily guarded. If it's so peaceful, it's so clean, so fine, why you need that? But I want for conclude say everything way they happen right now. Now seed with the plants. Mr. Kone, the one that won't they in power today, the tribes that won't they feel say this is okay, the party that won't face say this is okay. Now seed, now in the plant, so you get for germinate. You know, unfortunately, we don't talk for law. We make sure say if would they try for compare things, law compare good things, but we know they do them. Ladies and gentlemen, plant with a plant right now. You get for germinate and somebody get for harvester. Unfortunately, now the one now we the poor one they again at the corner way probably mixed by politics. All you want for do now for live a better life. And we still this system get for affect. And we still the system get for affect. You know, sometimes they smile away some people they say, oh, then they under they need to do nothing. We money nine the whole the economy in most cases who say they're not able for support. When you they find out waiting at the remittance way to go to Sierra Leone from overseas, my brother, heavy, very heavy. And everybody way they work on the street, as long as you they buy something. Now with money then they use. If they say they use 90% for fuel, support that election day or campaign or everything, now with money, as long as you they buy, it don't you money did it. Because the policy way they sell and give you, it make sure say it get money from the man we go buy and from. Say it go to the policy way pull an our taki if not imported goods, which I believe, which we already know, it's almost 85%. You know, now that country they everything pass the counter. So as long as you they buy something for it, as long as you they buy Maggi for it. You they pay taxes. Let nobody not fool you. Say, oh, who's kind? What you they do? Where you want to talk to now you money? Yes, now you money. As long as you they buy something now that country for eat for wear, yes, you tax money they pana. So people and they contribute. But everything what they do, so we know they try for make like things better. We they try for lay bad foundation, bad president. Now see we they so because unfortunately, when they can't they make no changes. We go make sure say the institution they're strong. So as a result, the other person will come back. Now the same nonsense. We will go hear other person will go even be louder and manipulative than Kone. Thank you so much, Triple A. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Tony, what you get for me?
Yeah, Abraham, thanks for having me. Question come from them. I think the big challenge we face, or what we face, especially with institutions and Salona, financial discipline. We are in. The reason why they say this is when you ask Minister of Finance will tell you, say, the names they wouldn't submit from ECSL. Majority of them people they did not get bank accounts. And we get to look at all the things today. Because when you talk, I get somebody they will go with me in the chat. There's a majority, Remember the last time we did talk about this with fiscal policy and those other things. I say it's high time for the bank, the central bank, operate to the mobile companies. It's easier, like a situation like this way, if Minister of Finance not get the details of them bank accounts and everything for make the payments, just work with the mobile companies. Submit all the names them to the mobile companies. You understand? Once we don't vet them, we don't verify, say A, B, C, and D. Now the name the people that were the polling staff that we work. The more easy. That person no need to get bank accounts. Orange or Afri money, go just transfer the money in the account because when I get the names, someone will not submit the names. So you shift the burden, you shift the responsibility. You understand? So when they make you find out, say ECSL not able for any specific timeline or date, we go give this money on Friday because not to then the handle payments. Then they submit the names, they receive money and everything. There's a finance unit that where they handle that aspect. So it's easy. Then they say print money not to a necessity for we country right now. We just get for work smart. We plea to this administration, the one way just take where the works right now. Let us see how they came for sanitize with financial institutions them, especially when it comes to bulk or batch payments that we involved in kind things. Because basically, it's frustrating when you don't work, you don't work down. They expect you pay, or you expect you what you labor for. You understand? Then you not get them on time, especially when things are hard. You understand? So if you shift the burden, take the burden, work with the mobile companies. If not only get names of 1,000 people, then where work as pulling staff, give 500 to Afri money, give 500 for this, and say these are whether they will not transfer the funds them. So then go ahead and send direct deposits and let people out there on their mobile phone because you just need for call. Somebody don't need for call. Say, we want for send money. Tell them. Say we want for pay now, but they use their tell more orange money and Afri money. It's simple. It's will be very swift. They even take 1 or 2 weeks to make everybody get the money. You understand? But when you get for begin wait for Minister of Finance, for make them get them people add them details, for make them get them this and get them that and get all that things. And you never understand, say, what's not the reason why all this backlog and this problem? Remember during the campaign, Minister of this, all the ministers, all the one, they all want for joint campaign team, all want for play for see, make them see na the campaign say, hey, this person there with you because someone they try for protect their jobs. So a lot of piles, backlog of jobs, them of things them way for don't they. Whether for don't they handle, they don't mean they do them because someone busy the campaign. And now someone sit down now full foot. They listen if you name, then go call them, or probably go lost in job and everything. So if I'm not saying that aspect should have been dealt with. If not shift the responsibility, what are the reason for me? You consult or you outsource the function. It's simple. I think that's not the problem. We need for really sanitize with we need for try to begin work smart, then rather begin work hard or begin to find where we are in. Because for me, I can understand. It's frustrating. You don't work, you need money. Then say for now the big ones, them or big. But then say at the end of the day when they work, then they need the money. You know, not to them one and they their own money. Let them put a better system. I feel say right across now with institutions them. Now systems then are with problems. The systems them go to you go then go tell you then go these are the system. And sometimes they get very good written documents, black and white, and will show you. You will be amazed. Say, oh, when I get this. But in terms of implementation, what is on books or record is not what they go by. That's the challenge, bro. Thanks, Abraham.
All right, thank you very much, Tony. Welcome on board, Usman. What you get for Isa?
Yeah, thank you, Triple A. Thanks for talking through, and thanks for bringing up the topic for those who good learn, and thanks to listeners and viewers them. Regarding this ECSL press release and this issue regarding the payment of the staff, then with them final submission of the recommendation to the people that were involved inside the election, they involve the CSO, them, the government, and then at some point then call the donor partners there. It look actually something where na process wouldn't they say then they follow. But we don't see how the process and this procedure wouldn't they talk about them from the word go. And but all the time we hear the statement behind this them process and procedure say then they follow within the law book, and then law book when the one for the election, and then some side then get referred to the country on law back when a general law government put. But you can always doubtful when then they tell we say sincerity day, boy not to real sincerity for saying honesty and credibility, but it all comes down to still this talk on sincerity based on the procedure and process, the timeline. But here we will first ask why they not been ever try to sit down and get a kind of assessment who then go able see careful, then very careful for implement anything, then get forget careful, sit down, check them books, balance, know the numbers of everything. Una know una own very staff, una permanent staff, una get the one they una the terminal staff, the one they wouldn't they bring cancer for can help, and then the one they wouldn't they deal with una the electorate. But within we see more, now more of the numbers them, how the numbers for a victory would go get for be the winner. Now that concentration, everybody been there, especially the one that way day before for letting go come out good, wouldn't they in charge of election. Which I mean here, you look the ECSL, which then begin first, then beginning problem with numbers, they know how for try pull number here, put this, the sensors will be begin from years back, then the one who then can do, they not be able to reach a point, then get for using two numbers there. When a numbers we the talk of people then be don't count the other year yonder when 2018 or 17 years so yeah census. Then from that number they then take and they add back the number when a real number of human beings who they grow in numbers. Then I then divide the numbers of people make a mean for say the one they did 2017 with the one that they don't count this last one before this other election can, the number then they will then go add them there, then get a figure. Then they create now like a creators. So you begin it down how then go be creators of numbers when are figures, when are real people and what they exist, and then you go divide and then you assume the number and they say the number they can begin use now for go before probably maths. Take them, bring them out, divide this. So then be so careful with that numbers for getting figures for reach their own project. So that they ask the question again, then what about their own workforce? Where they help them on that terminal there and they wouldn't employ within the terminal. If I don't know if now over 16,000 or how many polling station, and then they tell you saying that each station being get 6 of them workman they would then terminal wire or the time wouldn't they just do the election. Then number then total now then where they get for pay. So you ask when they start this, when I been get a kind of statistics when I make for know well, like, would them not recommend this very European Union, the first in terms of observers, them would them can give them long recommendations. And we hear some of the things and they say government achieved and stuck there. He explained, not to the corner really, but somebody else, he explains, well, then when they say election, then begin to prepare election as like from now, we them just done all this. So now from 2018, they say that we don't start. So all along these 4 years, yeah, when I just allow the government and they do so, then they do so, we not prepare, we not try forget things, fund not deal, we go don't put aside, when I say, well, government not prepare, we not fine, they don't do this. So it all comes down to sincerity. Now, 1999 go talk about, say, well, we, like then they talk so now, then they try for talk at the end, what's in the message they tell we say, then, now, I don't they call them a kind of sovereign states. Now, in the tell we say, they do something according to what we have the country for do according to the law. And according to the law, now he will follow. They will not deviate anything. So if person say they're not give the report out, let them go na court. Well, why would I not give them? They say because not to think we they na the law. So you see how they protect themselves. But if they know they na the law, then when I say na good practice, then not to mandatory for some of the good practice, conflicting of thoughts, then they put inside the people in mind, but then they try for make them pathway of their job to somebody who they look, let them go convince and say, no, now this will follow. But you know, come like credibility, no the timeline, no the preparation for what you need. They not show you who side and they how much they get for pay. They know they show we they out and work out. Say we don't get the numbers they have voter. I mean the numbers of the one day they go work at them polling station there. How we don't manage for low, we get fund for them. Now this amount we need. Then give what they project their number there. And I then go tell say now if government, how much government give? Nobody no give. So now was the total amount of waiting then get budget. They not tell we of the total expenditure. The last expenditure where they don't they hide. Now that expenditure they now don't come out in a way because of the refuse for pay them. So all they need no money for let that vehicle they go. Whatever happen now, the vehicle entire nobody know one for no. But it's actually a pathetic situation we can get from some of the institutions and what they say they tell us in a best practice in somehow. But when they go for let you go see the fairness of what can happen there, you know they see that sincerity there for say honesty there, credibility there. And I don't think there when you involve the citizens in them. Now that time they say the truth for like will become a problem now. Then you express your social front, see now this, now the social thing. The social front where they bring now, you therefore say all the one they were involved, then do thing well. Everybody who did na the service who receive them, then receive service who na find one. But we know say the peaceful who then they talk about is right because nobody know who gun shoot each other like other areas there. Then get late arrival of things and get then challenges there. But for say it peaceful, the process is not peaceful because the process we go through till to that end day. Then even to the last day, then young people like get for suffer. But another one day, me more feel say na in the thing with government would I get for council done they get for look I go structure the institution there and know that they go put there. Not to somebody who will keep them back in and like somebody who will do like a defense for them. Thanks so much. We only hope say we believe for transformation. Let truth go be like it for be. When they say the sun they come out east, now they go the west. Now all man don't know. Thank you so much. Let God bless you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, us friend.
Yes, sir. Welcome. Yeah.
We want to say thanks to us friend for Ian submission today. Yes, Mata, what you get for we?
Yes, good evening to me, Fumble there. Well, for me, ECSL, I'll start by saying that it's a shame. Honestly, it's a shame on Una because Una wait for we beg Una so Una respond to Gregory before Una respond. Una not respond because Una they respond for say the truth. If it was a free and a fair election, somebody accused Una, why Una not respond immediately? I mean, Una just need for stop for deceive the Salon people and deceive diaspora. Una stop for deceive the people that safe on our fate, the Western world where they support we own country. I wish they affect the layman there or the local people or the ordinary people there. For some, maybe Western world just hold off. You know, now we see this small student they make. Who side they go pull money for fund themselves? Somebody don't work from June 24 to July 24. Una not pay them. Why? But I'm pretty sure they don't get the pay. So it's a shame. Our a 1 whole week. We went in our diaspora, not send money at all. Western world not send money at all. Somehow for just let the government see if you're able to drive on your own. We they talk because it affects we, honestly. It affects we. We all work so hard. We they work so hard in this country. When some of them they feel say we they do nothing. We they work hard. Their money there we they send them. And how they send for we people them, for we friends them, for we family member them, or the business they all gonna talk. How they spend money there. That's so the tax back when they get them for fund some of the lifestyle of them big people they are. So to me, it's a shame on ECSL for wait till we beg them for respond before they respond, and then they punish the ordinary man. We go do the work for them. It's a shame. It's a shame. Thank you very much, Triple A, for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Martha.
You're welcome.
Yes, caller, who would talk to, please?
Hello, Triple A. This is now Mohammed. I call from Virginia.
Yes, Mohammed, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you very much. The only thing I'm more me want to talk, just like we the past caller they don't talk, you know, the system of election and way with the old ransom open don't work. That is very painful. Because we said now, I miss all the talks with AAA, I don't work for election. That the same thing no more. That the same thing. We will be lucky, we will be good for go work, at least then give you partial. Then the partial balance now. Here, then the AAA for let them give you that day. Believe me, you go wakati, we go there tell say come tomorrow. We go there tell say right in him now. We go there tell say hold on for bar. The money don't go the money for come out from the bank for camp. Tell them money they come to you to yourself now. You don't lose appetite safe. You don't lose appetite because if I not say the energy we go don't burn safe. For get a small cup money day. They hold on to them youth and day. You know how go get hope? How the youth go get hope? For let something like a dandy bow, we are not able for pay on work money. There was a budget be there. But the people they were there at the top, they hold on to their money and they sit down by there. Then the youth man they suffer, they go up and down. We know the fear, we know the afraid, we know the afraid. You know, and we don't get, we don't love that country. They people, the leaders they were there before we. When they put their positions, follow the position of trust, you know, it just, I mean, I don't know more, it just standing alone, it's painful. It's painful. You know, but me not say, anybody so far, where suffer the one they didn't give them money, they itself, you're not going to enjoy that money, you're not going to enjoy them. Believe me, you're not going to enjoy them. No matter how say put, you're not going to enjoy them, because you they suffer that people, them. Then you sit down for that money there, you fool them, they go up and down. Well, until ECSL say then not sponsor election 90%, where they fight for pay the workers there. They forget that budget day. We don't go begin to do election and not get budgets. It don't make no goddamn sense. I know why they contribute to people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes, caller, what would you talk to?
Mr. Kamar Washington.
Yes, sir. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for the good work we do. May God continue to bless you and the project. First of all, I want to make we know say this government gets an attitude where people work for them, then they agree for pay. Just like what you want to call a bit talk, and make reference to statistics. Statistics employ people them for do midterm census for them up till now. Me as I be somebody we na a good person to me friend we take part, take no pay it per statistics where they go do that census. Stay to today, they no pay them. So if they come back again with this election not done, just a quick one, lady don't talk, that lady just talk. Election no is over almost 1 month after election. Take no able for people. This is habits. And trust me, Tripoli, beaucoup people and therefore go unpaid. Because this is just part of this government. Before election, they don't give everything. Una don't make una proposal, una don't make una budget for everything. Una don't know almost people una for employ, almost una for pay them. Then go na the money. But now, election don't know people don't work, una not give for pay people then. It's just part of them. Natural just don't be part of it. Because a man go say if he just give up, he say man no ask again. But also, if Mohamed Kone can come and tell we say this election now the best election ever. This election are the best election ever. Yes. This election are the best election ever. You know, we're not for surprise. Because Mohamed Kone, if that man how they call this country we talk now Mr. Greek, we explain exactly what he know about this election. In the kind they can't counter. I might not talk na secrets. He talk in public, and the thing go viral. It all over. The man get confidence when they talk. He get everything. So if one may feel say not true, or na lie the man they lie Panam, for coming can just talk say wait a man they talk na fake. Not you no convinced with that. Then Mohamed Kone do the simple thing they ask her for do. Produce his results. You get the result with you. Produce his results, police station by police station, with the RRF from them. Then convince we say the result we announce is true. But if you say you need a one, then you try to tell you say wait till that man talk that true. I want for me to believe you. Then also, just a quick one contributor talk this now. Say this not the only election this way then they read election. So Jaman them they around the commissioner. Even the election wouldn't be real after the war, where James Jonah be conduct. Where after the war, just imagine after the war, there were no soldiers around James Jonah. Taken to Top, where Top, all to the time them, the time the way Top announced results, there were no soldiers. In fact, now how they call the place, now British Council, now they go announce them. Though come to Unfa Ali. The last election, there were no soldiers around. So what if Mohamed Kone want for convince people say yes, what they talk not true? Then more deny waiting Mr. Greek talk tell we say it was undergone points. This thing is that man say everything was on video. People and they see what in camera record, now video they show. May God bless we.
Thank you very much, Kone. Yes, caller, what are they talk to?
Yeah, this is Namore Musa.
Musa, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you. What do me want to say about this whole money or no money business? First of all, ECSL not get no money for us. They not even get no money. For let we even whether they say we Salon government and sponsor 90% of this election business, all internal are just fake talk. Imagine because Salon governments not in the sponsor, now make Bokutin and they will not able for buy even ballot box system. Now learn to go lend them. Not to even rent. Now learn to go lend them. So with all the money we then say the government don't spend, if the money be did it, why would for even go begin manage situations for the election happen? Because when you make budget, I believe say the staffs them, then they eat a lot of money per that budget day. Because when you think about the permanent staffs them, then you think about the one the way they come on contract basis, the young man them way they put as pulling, staffs them. Where you calculate than they all. In fact, then they eat more per the money plus any other thing. Because what you spend with money per again? Nothing else. So to me, even if we don't pull money for that election, we probably then announce the way then they give them money saying that this amount of money we don't budget. If we then begin next year, I am 100% sure and convinced the one that we get power, then take that money, they back na that mandate in hand and tell us to let manage whatever I get for manage, not just formality. Because money, the money where they talk about, they don't even get them. Because the staffs that you get the information. When you the employ person, at that time you don't get all informations there. Oh, for say we need bank account, that's not an excuse. Even America, some people don't even get bank account. But when months down, they receive in check. So you get beaucoup way for pay the person, not to by force say everybody for you will forget bank account. In fact, salary don't simple now whether they transfer money to you. We then send them the way COVID they wouldn't say them when they help people. Now send them they send the money. Through then Orange or whatever medium of transaction and they do and 9 them they send at school. So everything whether they say now just for can cover up and when I say we able for take care of ourselves. Now why they expect UN for can help with the money? Election just passed, you know, even take 1 month itself. Just 1 month. We not even get money again for pay the people. They say that the peaceful. I mean, like salon election, nobody need tell me say that the most peaceful election. I they argue anybody. Because we say you say you get peaceful election, you get army man them, fully armed, they're like now war they pam. Then are all the corners them. Some people, some they even get mask on their face among civilians, armless civilians. You call that peaceful? I don't ever see it somebody where they under gunpoint, where they misbehave. So if you get soldier man them all over, then force the people them for accept whatever they decided to do at that time. And to date, now the same thing they go on. So me, I just feel them for the young people them. But just like how I don't know if you know be Umar or Usfred be talking, say, you know, where you want for move something inside Motska, you want for luggage. The election are so then do them. Any kind way they be want for do the election because even though them be no say money no day, now they make not even go second round all. So them push any kind way. So they not care if the target for boss, the rim, everything get for poil, hence the thing where they inside the Motska. And no poil say it. So now they don't reach the election done. Nothing. They don't even get money safe. They don't even get the money safe for the pay them. So I just pray that we go able to forget Soriat organization, although they misbehave by them, but I hope we able to forget one Soriat organization we go say, okay, we'll pay them one day. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mari Musa. Yes, Tolo, 3 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll start first with what happened with Greg. Information we carried last week. When Greg carried information, just 1 day after that, because Anthony they run under the SLPP forum there. A guy from Concord Times Natong, he go after Professor Francis. The first day he talk about Professor I make a video. He talk about Professor Francis. Say Professor Francis he embezzled the campaign money SLPP about 3 million. This man not an honest man, not to this, not to that. He talk boku. The following day back, this same man back go where be that time they make say assalamu alaikum. They make Muslim business. They go back after Professor Francis back. Say the Professor Francis not to patriot na Sierra Leone, so the election just done because the Saka if another person you go first na college, you go lecture na college, but the man has the Saka don't go in England back, so not a real patriot. Now all landed the judge the social suspicion say the Greg in Newsweek come with na real something. That man they not go bold enough for make a whole video. They make an incredible and journalist standing. Yeah. Then come to Mohamed Kone. Mohamed Kone is so not afraid nothing. You know, like say people. I don't know how they take Sierra Leoneans. You know, why what happen? Sierra Leone to secret. We all see. APC they complain, and they request. They don't come. They make them public. You know, everybody here, you know, ever respond to APC. Now they talk say if you been get problems, somebody for complain for this. No, Mohamed Kone, I don't know why who's Sky Motaman Dandy. I don't know Sky Motaman. Now election like this, then they say problem no depa. where even before the election, a week before the election, all over, any way Samoa Kamara go, then they attack them. Then they fire and tear gas by motorcar. Then try for kill them because then they attack them directly. Policeman or soldier man or everybody in the one country. This one, this man who's kind of trouble. This way he said, this your opponent is like not trouble. You make her look a lot of people and go afraid for stand against any sitting president. You know, what's matter be do so? They almost kill the man. Because outside the man lay down and go right there and kill somebody there. They all grab now, somebody don't die right there. Hey, boy. And but the bad thing, they don't know, they say this now forever. Whatever they do now, wait to make they come na the media yeah, who they can't talk for let people let them stop. We now let the same thing they continue. APC na criminal party, na criminal there. If you wanna count the bully, they like count the bully, so they tell you now stop. APC them bad. APC them bad. The country almost have the APC. Today some other people like just because they know APC been bad yesterday, then glad they didn't do APC. So, but not to that. We don't want let this tear continue. Then tear for stop. One make on you the rogue, you the rig the election with impunity, not even care. Waiting there for happen tomorrow. Somebody go call past you. And then tell them they also go just sit down and what they watch. Because we didn't tell them yesterday. Then they defend. The SLPP people, any eye turn, then they defend. Any eye turn, then they defend. We not stop. We not stop. For tomorrow, if APC cannot power, because we not go the under forever. All waiting to happen, sometimes we not small. And at the end, we not once again. We don't come up a war. For the civilized, you might have the claim, say, you are father of democracy. Look what you can bring on. Look what you put in the country. You're not even ashamed of anything that happened in one country. They said the election and the not transparent, not so secret. The international community, the local people, and the APC, the party, in the country, they all complain the same thing. Then you not even care for try for proof to them say yes, it's transparent. Then after another person can bring news come up, now they come out, they say now you get the best election at the ever in a saloon. Oh, what's in now there? Okay. People not take you for that's okay.
All right, thank you very much, Tolo. Thank you.
Yeah.
Government of Sierra Leone, ECSL. When I hear the people there, when I get for take this Greg issue serious. I see a lot of comments where people and they say, government never pay attention to I saw that mandate and in about could talk attention elect. But yeah, Naya, where people in the tower say they didn't believe the man. That's why even some people we can come and talk. They say, oh, people let them talk them. I don't too. Because they're so fake news, they turn true news. But if we just left this slide done, then ECSL just put on one paragraph inside, say, now misinformed, then that's it. You know, they make una look good. And for the workers, them, we hope that this week una they talk about. So that at least it's going to be sorted for them. If una bank issue, then una for don't solve before una hire the person. Or una desperation make una not go through the criteria where there are no criteria. Come on. You know, not make clear way person. I don't say right now. One man the Tawasi. Okay, wait, not all man. Wait, some man the Tawasi. Then be care gone. Gone be there. Well, the person will be gida go ahead the. In right and you don't tutsu. Go to talk and say, me if I know I don't care. What's he make a care go on man the inside and the bar? Exactly why? Because now many people in the point finger up now say yes, look and then be did it, and we are there. Then be did it. And we did it. Inside, what to the top Now, been too many, all that be the good result, and they will talk about true. And we did it. So now, I make now, some man just the tower now say, well, they were there, and because them be did it, well, now A, B, and C. ECSL. So now, Gregging you address now, again, so you don't done. You not done fine, no. But they still wait from the Ministry of Information. What are you waiting and go say? Or they wait. But anyway, hopefully, anyone that wouldn't work, then go receive their money. It's a norm in Sierra Leone. Normal. You work for them kind of tier, if na statistics, una go do survey, una do registration, una do this, the money no go come on time. But that chest where ECSL the knack. Now in talk and say, well, the observers they not give and report it fully, but then believe say, when are you believing? Are you woke, right? Yeah, that's true. Are you woke? Let's wait for the observers then you now. We go there back tomorrow. Yeah? We go there back. We can't go months by another one. Till we meet back tomorrow. I saw triple lady say, Tata.